Putting yourself in the shoes of the C-suite, who has their own operation technology stack. So they've got their hardware, they've got their software, they've got their SAPs, the Oracles, and so on and so forth. How will this work for that organization in terms of adopting this low-code, no-code methodology?
Many organizations have informal processes that they're formalized, but when I say they're informal, meaning that they don't sit on a system of record. It could be a war room, like roll-ups. Typically, small organizations, they'll have a war room where their top salespeople go and they'll connect and they'll go through the entire pipeline, and through that activity, they'll add comments, next actions, you name it. And therefore, there's notes, people get interactions, everything is, chats or whatever the case. People can collaborate effectively on a digital level versus meeting in a room or dialing into a conference room. That's just one activity. But it's a very important activity for the C-suite because that activity drives revenue in terms of where is the revenue coming from? What are the risks down the road? Another, simple one is capital expenditure. Capital expenditure projects, how do you justify the CapEx, getting approvals, you name it. I mean, CapEx expenditures is just a process that typically a system of record will not have a CapEx process that navigates the organization and gets approvals and justifications and then ultimately is purchased. It won't take care of that end-to-end process, but it will allow you to register the purchase of an item and mark it as an asset. It will allow you to do that in the system of record. So there are many of these value chain activities that occur in the organization. Invoices coming inbound, physical invoices coming inbound, and the need to digitize that and streamline that process such that you can mitigate invoice, your accounts payable people can mitigate that invoice process much quicker without less people involved, in that stance. And whenever I talk about, hey, it takes less people to do that activity, the opportunity for the organization is that you now have this surplus of people where you can now focus on those things that takes your organization to the next level. This is not a headcount reduction strategy. This is a strategy to take the more mundane tasks through low code, digitize those, and allow your people resources to focus on those things that are much more relevant, much more important to the organization.